Proctor, Vermont. We have baseball action for you from the Proctor Youth League as we have, you're looking at Shane Protovansky. He's going to be the pitcher today for the Proctor Rangers in the blue uniforms, and they're going to be taking on the Barstow Red Sox. We got the Rangers and the Red Sox on a cool spring evening here from beautiful athletic complex, baseball complex here in Proctor, Vermont. I'll set the defense up real quick for you for the Rangers. Shane Protovansky is the pitcher. The catcher is Kyle Miles. Curtis Tomlinson's at first base. Jordan Hansen plays second. Richard Bechet is at shortstop. Reed Farley is at third base. The outfield has in left field Shane Blanchard. Sam Tilden's the center fielder, and Ryan Johnson is the right fielder. And now for the Red Sox, Dalton Eckerd will lead things off. So it'll be Eckerd to lead things off here for the Red Sox. And Protovansky's first pitch will be in the dirt for a ball. Look like a breaking ball. The rest of that batting order, or at least the top four, they'll have batting number 2, Cameron Heald. Batting number 3, Eric Goki. And Brad Patterson will bat in the cleanup spot. And that's on the infield. It's being called for and caught at third base for the first out. Good communications out there as that was caught by Reed Farley. Now Cameron Heald up. It's cloudy and it's cool, but I don't think it's going to matter. It's a 6-inning game. There is extra innings if necessary, and Heald stepping up as Protovansky retires leadoff batter here in the first. And you got a good look right in the catcher's mitt on a strike called on the outside corner. I will tell you, this is a great sky tonight for the fielders. They'll be able to pick the ball up very easy. And that's going to be to second base, and he'll make the grab right off the shoe top. He'll make the catch. And that was Hansen, number 2. So very quickly, 2 down here. And again, yeah, that was Jordan Hansen at second base. Now Eric Goki, he will be the pitcher for the Red Sox. When they get out in the field defensively in the bottom of the first, you're watching Munger Vision youth baseball action, and that's going to be down to Hansen. Slow roller, charge, sets, fires, got him. It's a 1-2-3 top of the first for Proctor. Goki taking his final warm-up pitch for the Red Sox, and this got the makings of a real good ball game tonight. And all you got to do is just be a baseball enthusiast or a purist or just somebody who likes to get involved in your community, but it's going to be a fun night. Goki will be on the mound. Stephen L. will be the catcher, and I'll set the rest of the defense for you in just a second. I can tell you that Richard Bechet is going to lead things off for Proctor. And he will make contact, and it's going to be out of play, foul ball. So they'll go with strike 1. The rest of that batting order, again, or at least the top 4 here, will have Shane Protovansky batting number 2, batting number 3, Jordan Hansen, and the big guy, Kyle Miles, will be the cleanup batter against Goki. It'll be a ball, and they'll even count out at 1-1. The rest of that defensive alignment, I already mentioned that it's Goki and L as the battery. Brad Patterson's at first. Alden Bishop is at second base. Cameron Heald is a shortstop. Peter Lynn at third base. I'll set the outfield for you. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball for strike 2. Kevin McGuire is your left fielder. Dalton Eckerd is in center field, and Liam Clark is the right fielder. And again, the Rangers in the blue at the plate. Just outside, you can see the umpire with the indication, making it a 2-2 count. Getting Munger Vision, bringing this public access sports event from Proctor, Vermont, and just did get a piece of it. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of movement on Goki's pitches here. He's got some great movement on that, on the ball. That's going to be on the ground through the pole up the middle, and Eckerd will get the ball quickly in, as Bechet will get a base hit. First base hit of the ball game for either side. You know, I forgot to ask, and I'll check on it later. I know there's extra innings if you need it, but it's is there a 10-batter rule? And that'll be outside. Breaking ball broke outside to Protovansky. So Shane Protovansky and the Rangers trying to get the lead here. They had a very good defensive 1-2-3 inning. There's a strike by Goki. Getting youth baseball, you can get right out and just come on down, and there's perfect seating everywhere. You can just take the game in. That's going to be beat ball down the first baseline for strike 2. Jordan Hansen on deck. Yeah, I just remember way back, Little League, when I coached it, that there was the 10 batter rule. I forgot to ask that. I'd like to thank Bob Protovansky for setting me up. He got me staging, got me a ride in, and that's going to be a wild pitch. And that's going to have the runner take second, take the corner. Boucher with a lot of speed, looking, daring, and no, they won't make the throw. And so he will head down to second base on that wild pitch. So in scoring position, and Protovansky had to duck down out of the way of that breaking ball, and you see Boucher go back and retag. Very good group of athletes on the field for both teams here. And that's going to be a little flare, foul. And I'd like to thank that umpire who's doing the bases. He made sure that he stayed out of the camera line. He's a very experienced Channel 15 viewer. And that's going to be dropping in. And they're going to send Boucher around, and it's going to be cut off. Yeah, they're going to let the run score, and he will have, Protovansky will have that ball drop in for an RBI single. So Boucher taking second on the wild pitch. And then scoring on Protovansky's single. Now Hansen up. So Goki pulled the string on that. Beautiful pitch. And if the camera shakes a little bit, you got to excuse me. I'm kind of chunky, and I'm standing on the stage, and when I moved right in my book, it makes the staging wiggle. Oh, that's a shot. That's going to be in for the base hit. And they're going to try for third. Here comes the throw, and nope, he'll come in on the slide and be safe. It got cut off by the shortstop, so runners at second and third now. For Kyle Miles. So Miles, the cleanup batter, in a great position here as he's got the table set with runners at second and third and nobody down. One run in for Proctor. We're in the first. And that's going to be foul. So Goki in a little bit of a pickle here in his first inning. That was McGuire, the outfielder, number 13. That's going to be the short. He's got the one play, and he'll make the throw, and he'll get him out. And you can see the good running there as he will come across on the throw and take third base. Run did come in. Hansen went to third. Protovansky scored. And now Blanchard up. And that shortstop was Cameron Heald, that made the good play. And you see the catcher back there doing a little dancing. That's going to be L that made the block of the plate, or the ball. So there's 1 out and 2 runs in, a runner at third base for the Proctor Rangers. That'll get the runner in. The smart plays the out, and they got it. So there'll be 2 down, and the third run comes in. That's just a good play all the way around by everybody on both sides right there. And that went 4-3. They went to Alden Bishop to Brad Patterson for the out. Breaking ball in on the fist for a strike to Reed Farley. And Farley represents a lot of power at the plate right now for Proctor. So youth baseball, oh, it's good stuff. This is a little piece of Americana right here on Munger Vision. It's a beautiful small town of Proctor, tremendous pride in their ball fields and just good athleticism on the field right now. The American game baseball. And he'll get them. That's the inning. But Proctor will pick up 3, and they'll have a 3-0 lead going in the top of the second. As they get in alignment for the final pitch, then the toss down to second base, we'll have the second inning get underway here with the Red Sox sending up Brad Patterson, Stephen L., and Peter Lynn. That's the 3 due up here in the top of the second. The Red Sox went down in order 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the first against Protovansky, who's the starting pitcher tonight for the Red Sox. So Patterson, the first baseman, getting his first chance to swing the bat here this evening actually, 6 o'clock start time. Strike called. You got a great view on Munger Vision. I got to give you a Munger / Protovansky vision because they set me up in center field on a piece of staging, and it's what makes the view worthwhile, man. All that preliminary work done by... See, I get the easy part. I get to watch the game and talk the game. That's simple stuff right there. The preparation done by guys like Protovansky is what really is the hard work. That'll bounce in the dirt for a ball. Defense, let's do it again for you. Curtis Tomlinson's at first base. Jordan Hansen's at second. Ricky Bechet's at short. Reed Farley is at third. Miles is the catcher, Kyle Miles. Oh, good pitch. And it's 2 strikes now on Patterson. The outfield has Shane Blanchard, Sam Tilden, and Ryan Johnson out there for the Rangers. Yeah, it came in high. Ooh, you could see the batter there. Thought he was going to be called out on strikes, Patterson, and it did. It's not really catcher catches a ball, as all you baseball fans know. It's where it crosses the batter at the plate, where it crosses the plate, and that time was high. Went outside, and he'll issue the walk, and that'll be the first base runner for the Red Sox. So Barstow will send Stephen L. to the plate with a runner at first. You can now see the umpire? That guy? He's doing that so he's not in my vision. He is a good guy. Oh, I see him in a lot of basketball games anyways. He's a good guy. Oh, that's going to be trouble. That's going to be trouble. That's going to drop in, and they're going to scramble around to get the ball, and they're going to have runners at first and second. That ball just hit in the right place at the right speed to drop in, and nobody could get to it. And so the Red Sox respond here. Barstow responding in those 3 runs they gave up in the bottom half of the first, with a couple runners now on base for Peter Lynn with nobody out. So Lynn can do some damage here with a base hit. And that's going to be trouble. Yeah, just over the outstretched glove, and they're going to send him. They're going to have the bases juiced as Red Sox everywhere on the bases out there. So a walk and then back-to-back singles set the table for Alden Bishop. Of course, I saw last time I saw Alden, he was on a sheet of ice. Hockey player, very, very good hockey player. Well, he's got a chance here. Get this game all evened up. Bases juice, nobody down. Bishop at the plate, Protovansky on the mound, the sign given, and Miles wants an inside target, and he did get it inside, but a tad bit too far inside. So already a lot of drama in the ballgame, even though we're only in the second inning. 3 runs in the bottom of the first for the Proctor squad, and that's what the difference is in the game right now, 3-0. Great pitch. Good mechanics as you watch Protovansky get set to release that ball and hit the outside corner. And so Bishop will take strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. The outfield playing just straight away right now, and I'd say about the midway point depth-wise. He'll make contact and will stay in play. That's the only thing. Oh, what a great effort over there. Did he make the catch? Yeah, he made the catch, and are they going to get the double play? Safe, they're going to call. I got to tell you, was that Tomlinson, number 5? Yeah, that's number 5 where they're Curtis Tomlinson just made a tremendous catch on that ball. Now they're going to bring Kevin McGuire up. I had to wait because I have a great spot to look at, but I'm getting old and I couldn't see that far away. But Tomlinson came up with the catch to retire Bishop, and they almost turned a double play. And the runner coming home on the pass ball, and no, he's going to hustle back down to third base. Everybody got scrambling around, and then all that happened was that Patterson went back to third base. So everybody cool down. Everybody calm down. Everything's okay. Oh, there's nothing like youth sports. It's just the best brand of sports to bring you strike called. Whether these guys are playing basketball or here on the diamond playing baseball, there's nothing but pure energy and enthusiasm and just, oh, this is just fun stuff. Of course, when they asked me if I'd come over and do a couple games, I was flattered. I couldn't wait to get here. Oh, that's going to be damage. That's going to drop in, and there's going to be 1 run coming in right there, and they're going to send the runner home on this trail end of the play, and he is going to be safe. Well, I'll tell you what, good piece of hitting to the opposite field. So Patterson scored, L scored, and I've lost a base runner. That's popped up, that's going to be called for, and Hansen will make the grab. And that's the inning, but a lot of damage done. I got to just count up the runs here. And so you saw some great plays in that top of the second, both ways there, defensively and with the bats. Swing and a miss for strike one. Goki on the mound. He's down by just the 1 run round, and this is Ryan Johnson at the plate. Goki with the 1 strikeout in the ball game, and well, that's a beauty. Came in high. He said, okay. Well, he split the plate, just came in high. So it'll be Johnson, Tilden, and Tomlinson. And Tomlinson made the defensive play there. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and strike 2 called. So yeah, oh, watch the camera wiggle. Because I dropped my pen. There we go. And I'll be out of play, foul ball. So he'll stay alive with the 2 strikes. He did a good job of getting the bat on the ball. Johnson, Tilden, and Tomlinson do up the top of the order. Bechet. As for Proctor, the Rangers in the blue, they've got the 3-2 lead. 3 runs in the first by the Rangers, and 2 runs in the top of the second by the Barstow Red Sox. And he'll get them. Second strikeout in the ballgame, and second strikeout in a row if you go back to the first inning. Sam Tilden up now, the center fielder for the Proctor Rangers. Well, the defensive play came in that top half of the second by Tomlinson. And that'll be a ball. You can see the movement on Goki's pitches. He's got a lot of juice on that ball. I'll go through the defense for you in just a second. And that's a strike. Can already mention Goki and L. That's the battery. Patterson's at first, Bishop second, Heels at short, Lynn's at third. The outfield has Kevin McGuire, Dalton Eckert, and Liam Clark. And that is the Barstow Red Sox. And that's going to be fouled back. Had a good rip at that pitch. He liked it. Tilden with a big rip. Foul ball, strike. You know, the only thing I can't tell you is how to get a schedule for the games down here. Proctor's a very short ride. Beautiful ride. Oh, what a great down and in action on that pitch right there. Almost like a cut action fastball or a hard slider. That's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Goki. And now the number 9 batter, Tomlinson, up with 2 outs and nobody on base. That's hit down to second, and they'll go to first, and they'll have a drop ball, and Tomlinson's going to be safe on the air. See, that's why it's so important just to make contact with the ball. Put pressure on the defense. Now bring up Bechet. Bechet had a single and scored a run his first time up. He is the top of the order here for Proctor. Big breaking ball. There goes the runner. The throw coming down, and he's going to be safe. See Tomlinson with that electrifying speed right there, able to easily steal second. I like that type of coaching. I like aggressive base running, whether it's softball or this baseball action. That's going to be fouled out of play over the third base dugout. So Goki will get a new ball thrown to him from L, the catcher, Stephen L. Now remember, I'll try to keep up with changes in the lineup. That's going to allow Tomlinson. He'll scramble down to third base on the wild pitch. Yeah, good hustle. So he'll get down there, and Coach Bruce Bechet holding them up at third. So stolen base, a wild pitch, and it all started with an error. That's put into play, and that's going to be a tough play. Momentum taken away, and he'll be safe. Great effort getting it down the line by Ricky Bechet, and he'll have an infield single and an RBI. So Proctor's 4th run was quite a piece of work. Like I said, it started off with an error that allowed the base runner to get on, and they stole the base on a wild pitch. They moved up to third, and then an infield single by Bechet. Now Protovansky up. Runner going, and the throw coming down. Going to be safe. Bechet pretty hard to catch. Anyways, you're talking about just pure speed there. If he was on the highway somewhere, he would have got a ticket for speeding. He was going so fast. Protovansky singled, had an RBI, and scored a run back in the first innings. 4-2 Proctor. They'll flip the first. They'll get the out. 1 run comes in. We're 4-2 going into the 3rd inning in Proctor Youth Baseball action on Munger Vision. Protovansky getting set to go to work here in the third inning, and it is 4-2. I double-checked on the score, and I double-checked on the 10-batter rule. And there is 10 batters. Once 10 batters come up in an inning, that is it, whether there's 1 out or 2 outs. And Eckert will lead things off here for Barstow, and I don't know. Did he hold? No, they say he went and swung, and there'll be a strike called. Eckert flied out to third base his first time up, so Dalton Eckert up for the second time, seeing Protovansky stuff here. That'll be outside. So we'll have a 1-1 count. Let's get through that defense so you get to know these names. The outfield has Shane Blanchard, Sam Tilden, and Ryan Johnson in it. The batteries, Shane Protovansky on the mound. Kyle Miles is behind the plate. That one lobbed in there for a ball, missed high. Curtis Tomlinson's at first base, Jordan Hansen's at second, Ricky Pichet's at short, and Reed Farley is the third baseman. The Proctor Rangers in the blue uniforms, and we're on their home turf here in Proctor, Vermont. I'd like to thank the invitation from Bob Protovansky to come and be able to bring the community some of this tremendous action. And boy, I tell you, these players, they practice hard. They give up a lot of free time to be in baseball. They're good team players. I mean, it's good stuff. Don't forget, volunteer coaches, volunteer umps. All right down the pipe for a strike. So Eckert looking at a 2-2 count, I believe. Remember, everything I tell you is unofficial. I try hard, but it's unofficial. He'll swing and miss, drop strike 3, and I'm not sure. No, I guess I was just waiting to see because I do so many high school and college games. Now, he didn't have to tag him out there, so they'll get the leadoff batter out with the first strikeout of the ball game for Protovansky, and now he's looking at Heald, Cameron Heald. That'll be in the dirt for a ball. Heald lined out to second base his first time up. The ball was caught down there by Jordan Hansen. So 1-0 the count. 4-2 the score. Proctor picking up 1 run in the second, 3 in the first, and Barstow picking up 2 runs in the second. That's where we're at right now, so he'll miss for a 2-0 count. Again, it's overcast. It's a very cool night. Considering we're about a week away from Memorial Day, it's a very cool night. Oh, that's contact. And Hansen will do a 360 spin and throw to first. Hansen, a little showtime right there. Stayed on the ball and just for good measure, pirouetted and threw the ball to first. So a good defensive play by Jordan Hansen. And now Eric Goki, the pitcher for Barstow, the Red Sox, at the plate. Protovansky with 2 down and the base is clean. Contact popped up, and not even Tomlinson can get that one. That's out of play. Well, I'll tell you what, you've seen some leather flashed here. That'll make high school coaches envious. Protovansky will kick fire, and Goki will watch that one again. You can go to the website at www.pegtv.com, click video on demand. You can watch this game or any event, actually, by simply selecting it. Channel 15 is worldwide on the internet. Anywhere in the universe, you can watch this. Huh? That's pretty far-reaching. I believe it's a 2-1 count. As Protovansky going to get the ball, little comebacker to him. He's got time. He'll bobble, fire, and got him. He'll get out of that with a 1-2-3 inning, and it's going to stay 4-2 Proctor with the lead over Barstow as we go into the bottom of the third. It should be Jordan Hansen, number 2, at the plate, facing Goki, and it is number 2 Hansen. That ball was outside. And we're underway in the bottom of the third. Ken Proctor able to pick up at least 1 run in the first 2 innings. Actually had 3 in the first inning and 1 in the second. 3 strikeouts in the ballgame for Goki. He's pitched very well. His defense has been solid behind him, as has Proctor. Been solid on their side of the diamond. Game moving right along at a good clip. We're after this inning, half inning, we're at the midway point. Scheduled for 6. I think the cutout's 8 o'clock for the last inning to be played. Could be called for darkness, but if we'll work out the rules as the season goes along. I have more Proctor Youth Baseball action coming up on Channel 15. That's going to be down to second base. Yep. Nice little hop flip. Got him. Nice relaxed play down there at second base as Bishop will flip it to Patterson. And very well done. Now Kyle Miles up. He grounded out 6-3. He grounded out to the shortstop, Cameron Heald. As the umpire just getting his equipment adjusted there. And it's been a very good strike zone tonight. Very consistent back there. And that's going to be foul. That's going to be spanked foul down the first baseline. Miles, like I said, got a lot of power. He's at the plate right now. One down and nobody on. Bottom of the third. And every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you can put it on that old dial on Channel 15 and watch Games of the Week. Fisted, caught. Bishop tracked the ball, caught the ball. So there's 2 down here very quickly for Proctor. Now Sean Blanchard up. He grounded out to Bishop his first time up. He did pick up an RBI though, as his ground out drove in a run. So Blanchard will look at strike one. Reed Farley, the on-deck batter for Proctor. And that'll be fouled into the screen. Now again, man, an open invitation. Come catch these youth baseball games live and in action. Just bring a lawn chair and it'll get warmer. The weather will get warmer. It's supposed to be actually very warm at the end of the week. Would you come in, take some sunshine in, get some rays, watch some baseball? Like I said, our own little slice of Americana right here. Well, that's a shot. That's going to come into Eckert. He'll pick it up, and Dalton Eckert will quickly get the ball into second base. So there's a 2-out base hit. And you can see him going back, ready to run. Looking alert out there. Now Reed Farley up as Blanchard at first. Farley struck out in the first. He was the first of what became 3 strikeouts in a row for Goki. So Eric Goki starting off with a strike right there. 2 down. Goki looking to get out of this inning with no damage done against him. Oh, what action on that pitch right there. Swing on and miss. Strike 2. And so Goki looking to strand that runner at first. He'll look into the catcher, L. And he'll get it. That's the inning, and it'll stay 4-2 going into the 4th. Proctor with the lead. It's a change for Proctor here in the 4th. Fisher Paquette has come in number 10 to play left field. Blanchard has moved from left to center. And I believe that is all I can see for changes right now. So Protovansky's going to be looking at Patterson, L, and Lindu up here in the 4th. And Patterson walked and scored back in the 2nd. That was his only time up, getting his 2nd chance now through the lineup. Yeah, nice pitch. Got that outside corner. And each pitcher's done a good job of, for the most part of the night, staying ahead in the count. That's a shot, and that is going to roll to the fence. He's got at least a double out of this. And they're going to hold him up at second base as he cranked on that. And Patterson will lead things off with a double, a stand-up double here in the 4th inning. Now Stephen L. up. He singled and scored his only time up. So I'll tell you what, make no doubt about it, he got a pitch he liked, a hanging curveball, and was able to rip it down that first baseline. As I think we're having a pinch hitter. No, I have number 15, and that's what I have, number 15. And I wonder if there's a question. So I'm not saying I'm right, but the order's falling right into the way that my order is in the book, which is either really, really lucky or I'm following the games where it should be. So in a 4-2 game, Barstow with the tying run at the plate. And yeah, they're going to have quite a lengthy meeting. I'll pick you up on the other side of the meeting. So Stephen L. at the plate, everything checked out, runner at second, nobody down. Big makings happening here for Barstow in the 4th. Gotta remember, in a strike called in a 6-inning game, you know, this is you're getting late. You're in the 4th now. Protovansky got that one up high, and they cranked on it and fouled it back for a strike. I already mentioned the defensive change with Paquette going into left field. He got put into action right away on that base hit, that double by Patterson. Lynn on deck, and the pitch. That's going to allow the runner to get down to third base, and yeah, he's going to be safe. Yeah, he'll go in sliding hard into third and be safe. And so L with a chance to pick up a run here. There's Protovansky. Miles will set the target, the pitch. And that was high and inside, but he stepped back out with that lead foot so he could get a piece of the ball, and he'll follow it off. And there is a slight breeze blowing, but I don't think it's really anything that will hamper play at all. Protovansky set, and the pitch to L will be in the dirt, and nice block by Miles. Protovansky's gone 3+ innings here. It's be interesting to see what he wants to come back with for a pitch. That's going to get the run in. He's going to get the right play to first, and he'll get the out. That was the correct play. Oh, the runner stayed at third base. So Protovansky diving on the ball. And the runner, Patterson, staying at third. Now Peter Linnup, he singled his first time up. So he's up there with a runner at third and one out now. And that is going to be a base hit. That will score the run. And yeah, he's trying to stretch it out into a double, and he will be there turning the corner. Big turn coming back, and he's got himself an RBI double. So Peter Linton with the clutch hit here in the fourth. And now Alden Bishop up. And so a 4-3 ball game now in the fourth. Oh yeah, this has got the making. Like I told you, this is going to be a Donnybrook. So Bishop set, the pitch coming. And the runner is going to take off to third base, and he's going to be there standing up. Of course, the importance of that is, at third base now, less than 2 outs. Wild pitch, an error, a deep enough fly ball, a slow hit grounder, you can score on that stuff from third base. And they said high for a ball. Again, you got a great view right in there now of pitcher catcher and the umpires, so you see what's happening. So Bishop, right-handed hitter, has been real solid at second base defensively. And that's going to give him nope, he's going to hold up. They'll hold the runner at third on that wild pitch. So Peter Lynn staying down at third base. Bishop, good eye right there laying out that pitch. Outfield straight away and a little bit shallow. And that is going to be knocked down at short. They're going to take the out. Boucher to first, and the run will score, and we're going to be tied up. Nice play by Boucher at shortstop, and that was the correct play. Get the out. Don't make it a big inning by extending it for him. Now McGuire up. He had a single and drove in 2 runs. The 2 runs. So in a 4-4 game in the fourth. That's coming back to Protovansky, and he'll run it to first, flip it over. That's the inning, but we've got a tie ball game going in the bottom of the fourth. I have Brian Johnson due up, but let me just double check that as Goki will swing and a miss on that first pitch, and number 11 at the plate is not Brian Johnson. Let me find my score sheet. I shall tell you that's Jesse Slade. That's number 11 is Jesse Slade at the plate. So Slade batting for the first time today will go down low and not catch up to that. It'll be a swinging strike. And we do have changes defensively for Barstow, and that's going to be that's a tough play. Coming up, healed, throws, and got him. Boy, nice job on a slow hit grounder. He'll get the out. That will retire Slade, and there'll be 1 down here in the fourth. So a 6-3 ground out. Heald throws to Patterson, and the change I have is Gabe Mulholland, number 7, in center field. And I believe I'm looking at Paquette. Up, so getting into some new batters here. I haven't swung the bat yet. And I have to wait to actually see the jersey number on his back before I can be sure. He'll swing and miss on that pitch. Well, again, that has a lot of movement, a lot of zip on the ball coming down and inside. And you can see right there, that curveball fooled the batter as he turned away from it. But again, a change defensively in center field is Mulholland. And he will look at strike 3 as that one started at the hip, ended at the knee. 4 strikeouts in the ball game now for Goki, and Curtis Tomlinson due up. They'll switch over for the left-handed batter, shade toward the first baseline. And he'll go the opposite way to third. The throw to first, got him. 1, 2, 3 inning. We're going to be tied at 4-all going into the 5th. Liam Clark due up here in the top of the 5th against Protovansky, Shane Protovansky. I'll be outside. Tell you, we got a nail biter here. We could be looking at extra innings or a walk-off win, as it's a 4-4 game in the 5th, scheduled for 7. We do go extra innings. I think the last inning cannot start after 8 o'clock. That's going to be a fair foul ball, they call it. I had to wait and listen. They're going to call foul ball. I think, yes, we have a defensive change for Proctor. The new right fielder is Jesse Slade. So Slade has gone to play right field. And Liam Clark back in the batter's box, all set on that foul ball down the first baseline. And on that breaking ball, he just got a piece of it for a foul ball. Well, it started off with a bang tonight. 3 runs in the first for Proctor. 2 runs in the second for Barstow, and that made it a 3-2 ball game. Proctor picking up 1 more run in the third, 4-2 then at that point to score. And then 2 runs in the 4th for Barstow, and we're here at 4-4. As Protovansky from the full windup. That's going to be past Protovansky to Boucher, and it's going to be off from Boucher into center field. Blanchard will pick up, and they'll have the leadoff batter on that error right there. Now Protovansky, see if he'll go from the stretch. I don't know why he wouldn't. So Dalton Eckert's spot in the lineup, but it shouldn't be him. It should be. Oh, I got to look at my chart again. Mulholland. And that's going to be hit on a line to Paquette. It'll go off from his leg. It'll be backed up by Blanchard and going to third base late, and he'll be safe. And we missed all the action behind the play. It was a tight play at. Yeah, and that is Mulholland, so. Okay. I'm just catching up. Mulholland now healed up with a chance to give his team the lead late in the ball game here, and to be inside, just a whisker inside. So second and third with nobody out, and they're at the 2, 3, 4 spot in the order. So the shortstop healed. Good eye right there on a close pitch. We'll take it for ball 2. Oh, that's great action. This is better than most high school baseball games I watch. And a good stop behind the plate right there by Miles, keeping a runner down at third base. So Protovansky pitching under pressure now with second and third, nobody down in the 5th. And that will be issued a walk. So the bases will be juiced for Goki. Goki's grounded out to second and grounded out to the pitcher. So he's got a chance here, not only to give his team a lead, but to get the big hit and make a big inning. We'll have a meeting on the mound. Okay, so the meeting over. They're going to stay with Protovansky, but they brought the infield in to try to cut down the run at home base. And don't forget, it's a swing and a miss for a strike. Ball tip, actually. There's a force out at any base. So, yeah, this is great news for Barstow that the bases are loaded. But on the opposite side for Proctor, relax, because you can get a force out at any base. There's still a lot of baseball left. That's going to be fouled off, strike 2. So Kyle Miles will chase down that foul ball and bring it back into the pitcher. So Protovansky in a pinch right here in the 5th. Bases juiced. To Protovansky, there's the force out. They'll get the lead runner out at home. Nice, easy throw and a good job. That's what Coach Bechet came out. I'm sure that's what he discussed. So that's a force out 1-2. Mulholland will go to third. Going to second is Heald. And on the fielder's choice will be Goki going to first. Now Patterson up. And Patterson's done some damage. Dave Patterson has walked and doubled. Base is still loaded, 1 down now. But in the warm-ups, both teams were practicing turning the double play. And both teams looked good, just a tad bit inside for a ball. Nowhere to put him on the walk. There's Barstow Red Sox on every base. And I'll be low for ball 2. So Protovansky falling behind in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. To Patterson. L is on deck. Stephen L, the catcher for Barstow. And he's gone and ran it to a 3-0 count. Mulholland down at third base. Just 1 pitch away, 1 ball away from being able to walk home with the go-ahead run. They called him out at the plate. They called him out on the plate. I just was quiet, watched that whole thing unfold. So they've gotten 2 outs now. As Mulholland went hard home and on a bang-bang play. He was out. 2 down. He'll get the job done. Protovansky with the bases loaded, nobody out. Got the next 3 batters out. Ends it with an exclamation point with a strikeout. And we're going to stay tied at 4 going into the 5th. And that could be a real momentum builder right there for Proctor. New pitcher for Barstow out there is Peter Lynn. He was the third baseman. Now he's on the pitch. Goki was the pitcher. He went to third base. And that'll be a little bit inside to Bechet. So Richard Bechet, Shane Protovansky, Jordan Hansen, and possibly Kyle Miles due up. And boy, what a big bottom, or big top of the 5th inning that was. That's going to be just out of the reach of Bishop. That'll be a base hit. And boy, he's still going. He never stopped. Bechet to third, and Bechet's going to be there. He's going to be there safe as he'll slide, hit the dirt, and I'll tell you, that's just a great piece of coaching over there at third base. That was a little flare hit over the first baseman's head in fair territory. And just good job of keeping a runner in eye contact, looking for the sign from the coach at third base, and he just sent him on the fly, and now Protovansky up. He has singled, driven in a run, scored a run, and grounded out to second base. He'll take that pitch. So Lynn trying to duplicate what Proctor did and not allow that go-ahead run. That's going to be off from the first baseman's glove, and the go-ahead run will come in with Bechet. And they're going to toss the ball around, and coming in on the trail will be, yeah, good running right there by Protovansky. And I'll tell you what, Proctor's taking the lead on just sharp base running here. They did make contact and get some base hits, but now Hansen up. He has doubled, scored a run, and grounded out to second base to Bishop at second. And that's going to be a base hit. That's going to drop in. It'll be picked up, and they're going to wave Protovansky in as he comes around, and yep, the throw to second, and in hard with the slide was Hansen, and he'll be safe as the bag popped off like it's supposed to. And Proctor quickly getting a couple runs here. It's Hansen with an RBI. Now Kyle Miles, runner at second, nobody out. 2 runs in so far in the 5th. It's 6-4 Proctor. And that'll be ball. Again, that defensive plays in the top half of this inning. Bases loaded for Barstow, nobody out. And Proctor just did a great job. Goki can't come up with it, and it goes off his glove out into left field. And you can see Heald with the ball, and but they're tossing the ball around right now, yeah. And again, Proctor putting the pressure on him with that great aggressive base running. They'll reset the base right now. So Miles ends up at second base. At third is Hanson, and Blanchard at the plate. Or it should be Blanchard at the hit plate. That came in high for a ball. Oh, but nobody out. Bases loaded for Barstow, and then Proctor, just perfect execution. Got the ground ball. Blanchard ducked out over that pitch for a ball. Remember the ground ball back to the pitcher, and he threw it to home base, got the force out for the first out in the top half of the fifth. Then what I got to believe, now they're going to hold up the runners. They don't take themselves out of a big inning here. Plus the ball really didn't get that far away. It was thrown hard enough so it came out the backstop right back to the catcher. L. On the second out on the top half of the fifth here, when they got the runner, there's a walk. Bases loaded now. When they got the runner out at home base on a strike 2, I got to believe they missed a sign. It was supposed to be contact. But they got a break there, Proctor did, and they took advantage of it. That was the second out, and then they struck out the last batter for the third out and didn't allow a run to come in. Here they are now in the bottom of the fifth with 2 runs in, the bases loaded, nobody out, and looking to break the game open with Reed Farley. He has struck out twice tonight. And that will be a foul ball. Yeah, they'll get everybody back on base now. Lynn, number 6, first inning of work here, would love to throw a triple play ball right about now. That'll get past the catcher, and nope, they're going to, again, a good decision, because why run yourself out of it? You've ran yourself into a big inning because of your base running and being aggressive. Why take yourself out of that position by making a mistake on the bases right there? So he'll hold them at third. And this time that's gotten far enough away, and he is going to score the third run of the inning. Runners will move up to second and third. Now Farley at the plate with 3 runs in, breaking a 4-4 tie, making it 7-4 Proctor. Bottom of the fifth, scheduled for 6. And a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. A pitch right there that had some pop on it, a lot of juice on that ball. That will be strike 2. Farley. Oh, what a stab. They're going to come home with the play, and it's going to be safe. And Blanchard's going to come down the line and then start to back it up. Tell you, that wasn't a bad decision to come home with the throw. Miles will score. Blanchard will go to third, and on the tail end of that was Farley going to second base, and it should be Slade up now. So Slade up for the second time. He grounded out to the shortstop, Heald, his first time up. And they're still looking for the first out of the inning. Again, they won't send the runner on that ball that got away from the catcher, but there's also the 10 batter rule, don't forget. So they're at the 2, 4, 6, 7th batter of the inning. They called that high for a ball. So on a cool evening in Proctor, we've got ourselves a hot ball game down at the field. Yeah, and on a late break, he's going to come home and going to be safe. Lynn tried to put the tag down too early, and coming down is going to be Paquette. He'll slide in, and that's going to clean the bases up. So a huge inning for Proctor. They've got 6 runs here in the fifth, 10 for the ball game. They lead 10-4, and Slade at the plate now. Nobody on base. Lynn. That one came inside, and Slade backing up, getting out of the way of that pitch. So yeah, I went from 4-4 to 10-4 real quick. And Slade will be issued the walk. Now Paquette should be up. No, they're going to bring back Sam Tilden. So Tilden, who started the game in center field, will get the bat for the 3rd time here today. That'll be a swing and a miss, and that'll allow the runner to go down to Slade, you see him going down to second base. So Tilden is the 8th batter here in this big 5th inning for Proctor to come up and swing the bat. That'll be a ball inside. So Lynn's been around the plate, but not quite found his rhythm yet. And that's going to allow Slade to try to go to third. He will be there. Yeah, and they do throw down, and Slade there ahead of the throw, and so he'll move up on that pass ball or wild pitch. And Tomlinson on deck. Yeah, a good pitch right there. You can see the umpire call it up for a strike on the pitch. You're watching Proctor Youth League baseball action. Oh, that's a great pitch. Tilden will go down on strikes. Actually, other than he didn't hit the ball, that was a nice, technically, mechanically sound swing right there. Got to keep his head on the ball, but 1 out now, and the 9th batter, Curtis Tomlinson, coming up. That'll be a foul ball. Tomlinson stepping in from the left side of the plate. And again, like I said, weather looks good for the rest of the week. I'm heading down to Dewey Field in Center Rutland to pick up the Rutland Town Proctor Rangers game. Nope, and Slade started down the line and stopped a little shy of the halfway point. He'll scramble back to third now. And Bechet on deck. Ricky Bechet. Swing and a miss, and this time coming down the line is Slade, and he is going to score. The 7th run of the inning, 11-4 now. Proctor with the lead. So Tomlinson up there with the bases clean. And a 1-2 count as Lynn is set. No, he is not. The umpire, he's not set. The batter and the pitcher were, but the umpire wasn't ready. Got his face mask on now. He's all set to go. And that, you could see, had Tomlinson jumping back away from that pitch and makes it a 2-2 count. And the pitch on the way. Off the end of the bat, foul ball. Just got the end of the bat on it for a foul. Tomlinson choking up on a bat about an inch or two with 2 strikes. Came in, you can see the umpire clearly say it was high for a ball. And again, the umpires have done an excellent job today in this ball game. Outside, and that'll be a walk, and Tomlinson will head down to first base. Okay, and they just called out 10th batter coming up right now. So Bechet, regardless of what he does, will be the last batter coming to the plate in the 5th. Swing on, foul ball. No, foul ball. They're going to send Tomlinson back to second, as you can see him taking off. Yeah, so 11-4. Remember, we went into this inning tied at 4. Barstow loaded the bases in the top half of this inning with nobody out and did not score a run. And Tomlinson will be in without the throw. Bechet, second time up this inning, and he'll get plunked. And he's going to be okay. He'll take first base, and that should be that's the inning, right? That's the 10th batter, and that is the inning. Dead ball. Yeah, hit the batter. It's a dead ball, and Bechet will head in to the dugout, and we'll come back for the top of the 6th. 11-4 Proctor, Rangers with the lead. So Shane Protovansky, you see him doing a little stretching there. He had a long inning waiting to come back to pitch. As again, Proctor just sent 10 people to the plate to bat. Came up with 7 runs and 3 outs in this inning, and they don't allow 7 runs. And Proctor will get the win as Stephen L. at the plate. That's going to be to Bechet, and he'll come up with the hop. He'll bobble, and yeah, smart play, just eat it. Yeah. So they'll have the leadoff runner on in L, as Bechet will be charged with an error. And now Peter Lynn up. Last time up, Lynn had a double and scored a run. Protabansky looking to go the distance here. And tell you, you go back to the top of the 5th, bases loaded, nobody out for Barstow. They did not score a run. That's the turning point of the ballgame. At that point, it was 4-4. And then the big bottom of the 5th for Proctor with 7 runs. On a cool night in Proctor, it's been a good ball game. Foul ball, good stroke on it as he waited for that pitch to drop in. Lynn will follow. Alden Bishop is on deck for Barstow. And that will be called a strike at the knee. There'll be 2 strikes now on Lynn. Actually, he's 2 for 2 today. He's had a single and a double. So Lynn has swung the bat very well here in his ball game tonight. Like that right there. That's going to be to Boucher. There's 1. And he'll be safe at first, but they'll cut off the lead runner. Smart play by Boucher, and he almost turned a double play. So on the fielder's choice, Lynn will be at first, and Alden Bishop up now. So Protabansky gets that first out here with a runner still at first. And the catcher locates it. Catcher, that's a tough play. He was foul ball. Yeah, that's what they just said. He was in foul territory. So Lynn, who ran hard, got down to second, will have to go back to first. And I'll bring Bishop in. I'll tell you, that's a tough play if you've never played catcher. Kyle Miles back there, locating the ball and then coming back into it. A lot of action happened on that play, but it was a foul ball, so actually for a lot happening, nothing happened. That'll be high for a ball. Well, we've seen a little bit of everything tonight. A lot of good leather, some good pitching, some clutch hitting, good base running. Been fun, and I knew it would be fun, and I hope the community enjoys this. And again, I'd like to thank Bob Protavansky for the invitation to come over and see some real American baseball right here. Protavansky to the plate. Oh, Bishop had a good beat on that, good swing on that, and that'll be fouled back into the screen. Slade defensively has come in to play left field for Proctor. Tilden has re-entered the ballgame at center field, and Blanchard has moved to right. And I believe that's the only defensive change out there. And that's going to be the third base. They're going to go to second. There's 1. And just did miss the double play. Bishop getting it down the line. But I'll tell you what, you can see for this age level how well they turned that play, almost turned into a double play. 2 down now, Bishop at first, and Kevin McGuire up. McGuire with a single and 2 RBIs in the ballgame. Protavansky 1 out away from sealing the deal here and getting the out. And we're set to resume play in the 6th. That's going to be down to Hansen, and he'll just make the tag, and that is the ball game. So Hansen has been solid the whole ball game, came up with the last out, and again, good performance by both teams. Good job by the umpires. The coaches did a very good job, and congratulations to Proctor. They'll have the 11-4 win over Barstow on Munger Vision. Get out there and support your community events like what we just watched here on PEGTV.